boys and girls. I'm going to prepare some short ribs today. They're pretty straightforward, you know, probably don't do it any different than a lot of people, but I've had a lot of people ask me about why don't I ever do short ribs? So I'm doing some short ribs. Let's get to it. Although I prefer getting them in a hole, a lot of times they're hard to find. So this is what we're gonna work with. But I do have some nice meaty ones. And this beast right here, so anyway, this is what I do. Glove up. All right. So first, what I like to do is take the silver skin up off the top. That way you want to be able to build a nice bark, expose some of that flesh, and plus, you know, you don't want to eat that silver skin. So what I usually do, I usually start in the middle, give my knife a twist, run my blade out, keep it nice and thin, and again, slightly trimming her down, and catch the little part that I missed. Man, there we go. So now we got all our nice meat exposed. That'll allow for penetration and a nice bark to form. Now, many people may not do this, but I like doing this because it creates a nice pullback. And when you're when you're eating the meat, you know, when you pull it through, you don't have this, you don't have that tight tug at the bottom. So basically just the membrane. I don't get crazy with how deep it goes, anything like that. So I usually just, again, down the center and pull it back. So that right there. No flavor is going to penetrate that. It's not going to render. It's going to do absolutely nothing for you. So now we got a nice open bone, nice fat line, nice rib. So put that on a tray over here. Do one more real quick. Again, right down the center. Try and take my time a little bit on the top, because a lot of times you can't find them as meaty, so you don't want to lose any meat. And then again, paper towel just helps you grab onto it. Tug it off. This one here had a little stubborn piece. Again, good looking short rib. So I'm gonna get the rest of these finished and then we'll move on. All right, so here's our cleaned up short ribs. Give a little better view here. There they are, ready to go, ready to go. So let's make a rub. We'll move on over here. I usually keep this simple. But my goal is to build bark, add flavor, you know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some nice coarse sea salt. Just do a tablespoon. It's got a good view here. Make sure. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of a quarter crack coarse black pepper. Tablespoon chopped garlic. Tablespoon chopped onion. Tablespoon parsley. Tablespoon of oregano. And a tablespoon of ancho chili powder. Now we got our flavor, we got our color. That's all set in there. And our bark, which is where the coarse grounds come into. So now we want to get more flavor that'll penetrate the meat. So we have a granulated garlic. Do a teaspoon of it. Granulated onion, teaspoon. I'm not doing any type of spice in these, doing it a little bit differently. There's one thing I always put. Dill seed. Not weed, dill seed. Just a teaspoon. That's it. Great little flavor to it. And plus when you use dill seed, there's also notes of caraway, anise, things like that in the dill seed, as opposed to dill weed. And that's it. So here we got. There we are right there. Get a good view of that. Give her a spin. Look at that. Beautiful. So, get you back down here. Now, what we got here, duck fat. So we're just gonna give them a little love around the sides. Not concerned about the bone side, of course. These all brushed up real good. Not only is it a binder, it allows for great crust, great bark, flavor. It's duck fat, man. Come on. It's fantastic. All right. Now, let's rub them up. Put a nice layer on there. Get these tops done first. Don't be afraid. There's not a lot of salt in there. The rest of that stuff will blend in. And then the coarse ground parts that you put in will stay, penetrate, build a nice bark. Give it a little press. Keep all that stuff honest, you know? And feel free to hit your sides. Do it all over. And this one's got beautiful marbling in it. I think that one's going to be pit privilege right there. Calling it. Good looking short rib. Yeah, it'd be easier if I used gloves, but I find when I'm press and rub like this, that it seems to want to stick to the gloves. I mean, it sticks to my hands some, but not quite as bad. It just seems to adhere better to the meat. It doesn't have a whole lot of surface area on it. Looking good. And that's a wrap on that. Guess our short ribs. Telling it's gonna be beautiful bark, tons of flavor. Just get a quick wash real quick. All right, so it's early. I got those done. I'm gonna put them back in the fridge, let them chill out for a few hours, and then we'll get that pit lit, get them going. That's all I got. All right, let's make some short ribs. So, got the 640 going at 275. You know, some might say that's a little high. I just prefer my beef like that. I prefer the way the texture comes out. It's the way it is. So like I said, 275. Let's get them on there. I'm going to bottom rack them. Just go right on the grill grates with these bad boys. Got my top in there because I'm going to be doing some other things. So I do have my diffuser, my baffle, all the way over. Concentrate that heat. Grill grate shouldn't be so bad that way. And that's about it. So I'm just going to let them bad boys go. Probably looking at about 5, 6, 7 hours. Just depends on how the meat wants to cooperate. I'm rolling a Lumberjack Supreme blend today with a mix of char hickory in it. This char hickory is fantastic. So I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna take them right to about 203, 205, something like that. I typically don't spritz. I don't do nothing. I let it do its thing, let the duck fat do its thing, and hopefully it becomes my thing, you know what I mean? So that's all we're doing. So we'll be back. We'll check in. Periodic updates, food porn ride along, all that good stuff. So, all right, boys and girls, have a great Saturday. We'll be back. So they are right at about 203, something like that. Yeah, right around 203. So let's take them off. All right, got me here. There we go. All right. right there. Smell fantastic. Shut this guy down. All right, so this is what we got. Beautiful. Bring them in and let them take a little rest, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes while I get everything else situated, and we'll cut into one of them, see what they look like. All right, let's go. So let these things go. 275. It went around 7 hours, a little over. Brought them to 203. Other than to do the picture and to shoot the food pouring right along, never spritzed, never even opened the lid. I just let the Yoder do its thing. So this is what we got. Smell fantastic. Look at that bark. Oh yeah, baby. So let's see what we're looking at here. Throw some gloves on before I manhandle everyone's dinner. And here, let's cut into this big boy right here. Why not? There she is. Oh man, look at that. It's just tender, beautiful. Oh man. That's what I'm talking about. So, all right, that's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Nothing you really need to fuss about, you know? So, all right, that's all I got.